of Media, Text, and Digital Learning, and in this session I'm speaking with Sarah Trulson, who is the project coordinator for digital learning, and we are talking about our professional development that occurred this summer, and specifically a day where we organized an EdCamp. And EdCamp is an unconference where the participants decide what it is they're going to learn and hear about for the day. And prior to the break, we heard about the structure, but now we're going to talk to some of the teachers that actually attended that day. Let's listen.
The first breakout session I attended was for Nearpod, which I'm very excited to use in my classroom next year. Actually, I had Stacy come to our school, and she did a lesson with my students, so I'm excited to integrate that in math and science and kind of dip into it a little bit with reading. And the second breakout session was for the new lesson planning template, so I got some new tips and tricks to use for next year as well. So
my experience here at EdCamp so far has been awesome. Being able to pick brains of different colleagues across the district and how they're using some of the same things that I'm using, but using it in a different manner, such as Nearpod, which is our first discussion. I use Nearpod for my independent group so that I can assess where my students are with certain standards, which leads me or guides me to what I need to do inside a small group, as far as do I need to go deeper into the standard, what particular students I need to work with, or if we can just move on.
Oh, I came to learn some new engaging technology strategies to use in my classroom with my kids. We had some people come out and work with our classes on Nearpod and teach them how to use Sway, so learning some new sites to use with my class. I definitely think I got that out of it today because it's very teacher-led and very collaborative, so it's nice to learn things from people who already use it, as opposed to just kind of being taught how to use it, but hearing some feedback from people who already have experience with it was really awesome. It's a different kind of training as opposed to the lecture kind of training. It's very interactive and very, very helpful.
So far it's been awesome. I came here to learn more about technology. I was able to share with some of my colleagues some of the stuff that I implemented last school year with OneNote. I was very excited to do that. After presenting at the first session, during my second session, I went and learned about creating a escape room on OneNote. So I'm very excited to use that this year in my classroom. And I'm looking forward to my next two sessions.
I have had such a wonderful time at EdCamp here. It's a very huge collaborative process. I'm getting to learn from people all over the district in every grade level and secondary, and just seeing how technology really is integrated into our classrooms in different ways. I've enjoyed hearing how all these teachers use different technologies in their classrooms and how I can kind of tweak it for myself. I've done 2 trainings so far, and I've been facilitating in a little bit in both of them. Both of them have been with OneNote. I've gone to a full digital classroom, and so it's really hard and interesting to kind of think conceptually about having no paper in your classroom, but my students really enjoy it. So I'm glad I've gotten to share that with a lot of teachers, setting it up, how to play with it, and how to really get comfortable using technology that we've already had in our classrooms.
So Sarah, a lot of great things happened this summer, and somebody might be watching thinking, gee, I wish I did that.
I hope so.
So time goes on, and what do we have planned here during this school year? What can we expect? Teachers interested in integrating technology, how can they move forward if they miss this training?
Yeah. Well, first I will say, as far as the EdCamp style trainings, EdCamp Tampa Bay is one that's put on by a group of educators and anyone from across the district. So ours was very specific to Pinellas, but if you're interested, I want to say it's on October 6th, and you can sign up on the EdCamp Tampa Bay website. There's still tickets. It's on a Saturday, and it's nice because you get to collaborate with teachers from across the state of Florida. And I've seen people come in from, Tallahassee area to attend. So that's coming in October. So if teachers are interested, they could sign up for that. We're also working on lots of different trainings. If you're an elementary teacher, Laura has designed a new training that corresponds with the new Pinellas vocabulary routine that they've designed this year, and it shows teachers how they can incorporate technology into that routine to make it more interesting and engaging for their students. So we have lots of those sessions happening across the elementary schools, and lots of them are ready to sign up for in October and September and into November. I want to say we also have dates in then too. So we've got that one. We will be doing a lot more work at the schools directly. So our TICs, as we lovingly call them,
which is Technology Integration Coordinators.
Exactly. They're much nicer than TICs. But they are, you know, working right now. It's hard for me to even get them all in one room because they're out at schools working with teachers. So if you're a teacher and you're watching this and you're like, you know, I really liked what Laura had to say and Stacy had to say. We also have James and Alex, who are wonderful in our secondary. Reach out to me and we can certainly hook you up with them, and they'll come out and help you one-on-one to integrate technology or start thinking about how you might use what you've got at your school with your students.
So one of the great formats that has been working is the technology integration coordinators schedule a time and they come out to the school and they just sit in the media center or some designated place, and teachers can just flow in on their planning periods. And so it's really job embedded in professional development. They're not having to come out and drive to the district office or sit alone and do an online course, and all that is good, and we're going to offer that too.
Yes,
but,
lots of those.
But if you want that face-to-face hand-holding, they'd even love to come into your classroom and lesson plan and help deliver it.
Absolutely.
So good stuff to come.
Yeah.
So one of the other things that I did this summer, and I think I got you involved in that too, was our Book Bus project. And this is the third year that the Book Bus has rolled. This year we had 2 book buses go out and visit all the Summer Bridge sites, and actually, we gave away 19,000 books this summer to students.
Oh my goodness.
People say, well, where do those books come from? And they come largely from donations. Some are purchased through our reading referendum funds. And so these books are coming literally from the community. We had a large donation from the Skyway Marina District. And so we were able to purchase lots of books. And we also partner with the Juvenile Welfare Board. And they take the bus to their sites as well before and after Summer Bridge, and they also donated many books. So lots and lots of books. What and you did some volunteering. What was your experience?
Oh, it was so much fun. I went to Oldsmar Elementary and was on the bus helping to pass out books to the kiddos who were at Summer Bridge. And it's always fun every year to see them get on the bus, and their eyes are huge, and they're so excited to see what books they can pick, and just to see the school bus with, you know, a wood floor and bookshelves instead of seats. And, you know, they always ask the cutest questions, you know, do you ride on this? How do you have to hold on to the shelves? You know, so you have to answer, no, we don't ride it, we follow. And I also went to McMullen Booth Elementary, and that same, you know, wonderful experience. And it was nice because at both schools, the media specialists also volunteered. So, you know, we had that opportunity for them to talk to the kiddos at their schools about their reading habits for the next school year as well. So
one of the things that also happens is we partner with Mayan, which is a great reading platform, and they have a group of young people called the Street Team that come out, and so we have a word, and they visit the same day the Book Bus visits. So we have some footage of the bus and of the Street Team. Let's take a look.
We're here with Mayan, and we're here to show kids about how much fun reading is, and how after they get their 2 books, to really start learning how to read more and more and really enjoy it over the summertime. What we're experiencing so far is nothing but fun. All the kids seem to love it. All the kids seem to really enjoy reading and stuff like that. And the more that we do it, the more we feel better about it as well. Obviously, you can tell that the kids really like it. And the more that they start to read and the more they start to enjoy reading, you know, they won't have that summer lapse where they, you know, they don't read and they don't learn and stuff like that. So it really helps them engage in reading and enjoy it.
I'm having magic tricks and the Nuffle Bunny. I like doing jokes, so I just got the young comic guy to tell jokes.
Nice.
And I really like jokes.
Obviously, seeing the kids' smiling faces when you're able to find them a book that they were looking for, or just when they see the baskets and they say, oh, cool, Harry Potter or Shark Book or dinosaurs or superheroes or whatever it is, you think it's like, you know, Christmas for them. And so that part has been great.
I like the cars and The bikes. I got the superhero dog, like Superman, and I got Shazam.
We have given away lots and lots of books, and the boxes empty out, and we, stock the baskets again, and then we look up, and they're almost empty again. So the kids are just coming on, and they're happy, and they're taking their books, and it's been a really great thing.
I got Warriors Into the Wild because there's like a lot of books about it and it's interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm reading this book, Spy. It's cool because this author made another book and I liked it, so I'm gonna read this one also. Dog Diaries and Owl Diaries.
Yeah, why'd you get those?
It's because I like dogs, and this book is pretty easy, so I could teach my cousins how to read.
How did you get involved in this project?
It's the kids. And for some of these kids, you could tell this is probably their greatest. Some of them, maybe their only exposure to the outside world around them, whether it be through a fiction book or an informational book. They're delighted to get it, and it helps them, and seeing them happy and helped, what more could you ask for?
And why I like it is because it has a bunny.
Well, those kids are adorable.
I know, they were so cute.
And so they, our videographer came out to middle school, to an elementary school, but we did also visit middle and high schools, and they weren't necessarily expressing their enthusiasm, but they were excited and their eyes lit up when they saw these books. And we did have volunteers such as yourself and myself that visited, but we had our two library assistants, Yvette and Laura, every day. Each was on a different bus, and also Viney. And so there were actually three, and then our bus drivers, Larry and John, they were a big part of the, they interacted with the kids. They didn't just drive the bus. So
No, they're always, it's funny, they take on the lead of organizing things. I always kind of look out and, oh, it's all good. So as a volunteer, you're more or less just kind of getting the joy of helping the kids pick books because it's a well-oiled machine with the assistants and the bus drivers doing exactly what needs to be done each day.
So we're going to have opportunities for people to donate and help us fill the bus back up so we can roll again next summer. So we're going to let our audience be prepared for that. And then also we'll be keeping an eye on those announcements for the various trainings that are coming up.
Absolutely.
So appreciate you joining us today. And again, look for those opportunities both for training and to fill the bus. And we will see you next time here on Digital Learning.